eyeballs there. All right, we know what you're having for your Thanksgiving feast tomorrow. Time for one more. What would you rather? Gain 15 pounds, be without the internet forever, or sext your mum accidentally? Well, things just took a rather dark turn. Thanks to our producer, Gabby. Blame her, not me for this one. Which would you rather do? Okay, gain 15 pounds. All right, I would rather gain the 15 pounds as well. Just set your bathroom scales back 15 pounds, as I said earlier. For Q1. So I hope you are ready. Get those thumbs nimble and let's count it down. Okay, players, it's about that time. It's time to get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. Archery requires body equipment, bow and arrow, ball and glove, fork and knife. Gotta hit your target tonight. If you call what you do with a knife and fork archery, I am not going to risk having dinner with you. Thank you very much. It's bow and arrow, of course. Bullseye for 78,000 of you. If you want to get your Robin Hood on, you're going to need that bow and arrow. Extra credit if you're willing to put an apple on your head. Well, are you? Q2. A bow is traditionally used to play which instrument? Viola, harp, guitar. Play on, players. If you went for guitar, you better strum your ass out of here. It's viola. Viola is the answer. 72,000 of you playing the right tune here. When you're playing string instruments, you have three choices. Pluck, tap, or use a bow. But if you're playing a viola, then you can do all three. Decisions, decisions, decisions. No better way to handle a savage question than with an extra life, right? You can use as many as 3 in one game. Do you see it on your screen? Go ahead and tap to buy one. You can also buy extra lives throughout the game by tapping on the heart below. They'll work on every question up to Q14. So stock up, okay? Q3. Viola Davis won an Oscar for her performance in what movie? Medea Goes to Jail, Fences, or Suicide Squad? Viola to Viola. She's a great actress. Come on now, Suicide Squad and Oscars don't belong in the same sentence, so it must be Fences. Did you jump that one? 56,000 of you did. Viola captured national attention with her performance in Oscar bait The Help, as she finally won the statue for her wrenching performance in Fences with Denzel. Q4. What type of fencing was dropped from the Olympics after only one games? Saber, single stick, all fencing. Gold tonight, aren't you? It's a double whammy if you didn't tap this. On guard, it's single stick.
I used that.
Stick it to him. Oh, look at that, savage. Oh, that was painful. Look at that. What's that, like 55,000 of you out, 18,000 in. Tune into the fencing at the Olympics and you'll see saber, foil, and épée. But single stick, which used a wooden stick, struck out back in 1904 for being behind the times. Well, it was 1904. You want to level up as high as possible before tomorrow's season finale, of course. Are you on the edge of a new level right now? Perhaps add a point multiplier to help you reach it. They work on all the points you earn in this game. All right, next question. Q5. What is the process where DNA separates into 2 single strands called decoupling, sundering, melting? You're born to do this. Your DNA. It's not conscious decoupling, Gwyneth. It's called melting. Turning up the heat here. Oh, another savage. My goodness, look at that. 62,000 of you out on that one. 2,738. Know your DNA. Use those extra lives, guys. You have to raise DNA's temperature to get it to split. That's why DNA's denaturation is called melting. And it is getting hot in here as we move on to Q6. But first, there's no such thing as too much trivia in your life. Now you can play HQ trivia anytime, any place, anywhere with our daily challenge. Score points to help you level up by playing on demand each day. Hours of fun. 1 minute at least. Q6. Before this movie, the male lead went by what name? Stop the world and melt with you. You've seen the difference and it's getting better. Who did he used to be? Nicholas Schwartzman, Nicholas Coppola, or Nicholas Spielberg? You know who he is now. And I like that song. I'll stop the world and melt with a young Nicholas Coppola any day. Did you cope with that one? 48,000 if you knew it. Nick had 2 acting jobs before Valley Girl, where he used his real name. Then he got cagey and changed it to Cage. Yes, he's Francis Ford Coppola's nephew and was afraid of the stigma of nepotism. So that's how he got his job. Q7. Nikola Tesla was friends with what American writer? Mark Twain, Nathaniel Hawthorne, or William Wordsworth?
What do you think, Lynn?
Nikola Tesla, I like saying his name. If you weren't for Wordsworth, your words weren't worth anything, I'm afraid. It's Mark Twain. It was written, people. 28,000 of you knew that. Tesla was ahead of his time, but even he couldn't meet with people who died before he was born. While recovering from cholera, he read a lot of Mark Twain, and the two later bonded. Q8. What country still uses a mark as their currency? Estonia, North Macedonia, or Bosnia and Herzegovina? This is your chance to make a mark. If you tapped on North Macedonia, you were heading down south in this game. It's Bosnia and Herzegovina. Don't hurt nobody. 12,000 of you. Oh, that was brutal. Macedonia uses the Macedonian denar. Estonia uses the plain old euro. Bosnia and Herzegovina is the only country in the world still marked by the mark. Q9. Which president ordered U.S. intervention in the Bosnian War? Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, or Ronald Reagan? You're seeing the connection going on here, right? Bosnia War.
I was thinking B.
If you went for Bill Clinton, what were you thinking? The correct answer, that's what?
Good job,
It's Bill
Lynn.
Clinton, yeah? 13,000 of you knew it. After Yugoslavia broke up, the states fought for independence before NATO negotiated ceasefires, and America got involved thanks to Bill Clinton. What could be next? What's the relation? Oh, here we go. Q10. Clinton Kelly co-hosted a show with Stacey London about what? Cooking, makeovers, home renovation. Three things I need in my life desperately.
I don't know who that is.
If you tapped on home renovation, that's where you're heading right now, right home, because there's makeovers. Did you make it over that bump? 11,000 if you did. Stacey and Clinton spent 10 seasons terrorizing style-deprived souls, nominated by friends and family who could no longer bear the sight of their fashion fails. It was pretty horrible. Q11. Which John Hughes movie included a makeover scene? Some Kind of Wonderful, 16 Candles, or The Breakfast Club? Lots of make-out scenes, but what about a makeover scene? Nothing like a good makeover to get your crush to notice you, in the movies at least. The Breakfast Club, we're talking about making a meal out of that one. 10,000 of you are. The other 2 movies have heroes falling in love with girls as ears, but the weirdo in The Breakfast Club was overdue for an overhaul to get her guy. Q12. Are you ready? Of course you are. Which of these is typically used in the traditional British breakfast of deviled kidneys, lamb kidneys, cow kidneys, or kidney beans? This is exactly why I'm not your traditional Brit. Now, I know where us Brits get our bad rep for disgusting dishes. It is lamb kidneys. You gotta be kidding me. 6,000 of you, 181 of you knew it. The celebrity chef favorite consists of lamb kidneys cooked in special sauce, served on toast. I dread to think what's so special about that sauce, though. I don't want to know. Q13. Which Silence of the Lambs star has an official Twitter account? Anthony Hopkins, Jodie Foster, or Scott Glenn? Who's got those Twitter fingers? Legendary in the movies, even more legendary on Twitter, and he'll enjoy your liver with a nice Chianti. Is Anthony Hopkins. Hop to it, guys. 6,216 of you. Now, he may be the oldest of the three, but Sir Anthony is the most social media savvy star in the movie. So go on, give him a follow. Go ahead. As we go into the penultimate round, Johns Hopkins University athletes compete in Division 1 for what sport? Question, water polo or lacrosse? Johns Hopkins, always confused me that name. Why not just John? 3 bougie sports, but which one has them in Division 1? Lacrosse. Did you cross over on this one? 6,708 of you did. Johns Hopkins are down in Division 3 for every sport aside from lacrosse. They've even won the championship a few times. But who's up for the trophy tonight, more importantly? Because we are heading into the final round with 6,708 players still in the game. 1,500 using extra lives to get back in. $1 grand in the bag right now. Here on the final question is Q15. Let's go. Which cartoon character plays lacrosse? Rick Sanchez, Hank Venture, or Sterling Archer? Never played a game of lacrosse in my life, have you? It's hard enough to find a real person who plays lacrosse, let alone a cartoon. He's the world's most dangerous spy and perhaps TV's most splendorous sportsman. Middle name Mallory. It's Sterling Archer for the win. Tonight we have 5,860 winners. You smashed it. A lot of winners tonight, guys. Well done to all of you. 5,860 of you. Yeah, we've got Big Ed, 1977 with a big hat right there. You're taking home 17 cents and 115,000 points. It's a lot of points. All of you taking home 115,000 points and 359 added on as well. And 17 cents. Baby Girl 64. Well done to you. We've got Becca Josh, Babaloo. Little kissy right there. Looks like my little kitty at home. Who else? Rip next as well. Well done, HQT. Super impressive. You came, you played, you totally slayed. I'm Sharon Carpenter. Here's where you can find me. You know where. Hit me on the socials. Stop by, say hi, don't be shy. We're back tomorrow with the season 10 finale and our Thanksgiving themed game. So come, get stuffed with us. Until then, have a very happy Thanksgiving, guys, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye.